Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Faith, or more commonly known here on YouTube as FK Doodles. I am an artist and illustrator. Now, I'm sure you've seen from the thumbnail and title of this video, we're going to be trying to dive into something a little different today. Now, in today's video, we are going to be taking a tour of my 186-hour nature core Tomodachi Life Living the Dream island. Alrighty, I think the best way to start this tour off is by jumping straight in. So with this island, I wanted my main focal point to be the wishing fountain because I found that in this game in particular, most of the story and everything revolves around it. So this is, in fact, my focal point. I have this area kind of in a circle shape and everything else is framed and built off around this area. I will show off the level of my island. So I am level 352. Other than that, everything is unlocked for the seasons I currently am in. In this video, you're going to see a lot of custom designs. This will include some custom items like this rock pathway here. This item is an already existing item you can find in the pallet house, which I find is really helpful if you want to do a themed island that's similar to mine. Some of my other custom items you're going to see a lot of is this string lights. The light bulb item is an item you can win through playing games with your Miis, and I kind of just drew on myself the string and little wood rods. You're going to see a lot of little road signs, little wooden ones like this, which I thought kind of matched the cozy vibe of this island perfectly. Also going to see a few more custom patterns when it comes to the scenery and bushes and hedges. Just a little bit to add a bit more greenery here and there. Oh, we also have custom bulletin board item, which has the signed autograph and custom postcards on it. So starting off this tour now, my main fountain area I turned into a little seating park area. Nothing too crazy, but it is framed with a lot of the metal items, which are particularly in the color white. A few trash cans and a few of the hedges with the white flowers. I wanted this area to have a nice, cozy, relaxing vibe. Especially when the rest of my island is mostly green and colorful for that nature core feel. So I think the best place to start off though, however, is we're gonna go move to the front of this island, which is my beach area. Let's start off with the left side of my island. Onto the first custom house on my island, we have the Thousand Sunny for my One Piece characters. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to move everybody in quite yet, so we have a few characters in other homes where they should not be, but eventually I'll get that sorted out sometime soon. So far we have Zoro, Sanji, Nami, Luffy, and Robin in Thousand Sunny so far, but that will be a problem for another video. Again, more of those rock pathways. I do have a bigger version of the rock pathway, so it's not just my small ones, to add a bit of diversity when it comes to my terraforming. Coming to the left side of the Thousand Sunny, we have a little lighthouse area. Nothing too crazy in particular, little seating bench area. I did want to include the lighthouse in some way on this island, so I thought, why not beside the ship area, right? So this is where I have my lighthouse. We're gonna continue to the left side of my island, and we are gonna come into a little park area. The little playset items are honestly so cute in this game, so I wanted to incorporate them the best I could. So right now I do have this little bench area for all my Miis to play and just enjoy themselves. A lot more of the custom string light item and bushes. My biggest recommendation for your island if you're stumped on making custom patterns is using already existing stamps for items. It honestly comes in handy like 10th fold if you're looking for nature items or city items or anything you could think of. Just get as creative as you can because there are so many possibilities when it comes to the items that are already existing in this game. The best thing I find about Tomodachi Life is you don't have to be an artist at this game. You can make cool things just by alone using what is provided. Anyways, this is my little park area. I did use the dirt pathway to add different color set apart from my gravel and wood. Sorry, not wood. Gravel and sand areas. as some differentiation between the areas. So we're going to continue going left, which is going to come onto my new center. Nothing too exciting. However, I do have my hydrangea gardens here. I'm not a big fan of the blue colors, but I did want to incorporate them in some way, so I thought why not better than a little park area, garden park area in front of the me center. So we're gonna walk into here. We have more benches. There is Luigi. We're gonna continue this way, and there is all the hydrangeas, custom string lights, and custom bushes. Nothing too much, but just enough to make it feel nice and secluded. Again, we're mirroring both sides, so both are identical. We have the white light posts and we have lots of trees. Continuing forward, we have, of course, the Me news station, which is the focal point to this small area. We have it on its own little stone area. We have its own billboard. Let's see what today's news was. This is Me News for June 19th, 2026. What was originally reported to be a UFO was spotted today flying in the sky above the bubble plains. I feel like that's very in character, though, so it shouldn't be a surprise. Up in the sky, one onlooker shouted, "It's just a bird." A second said, "Pretty sure it's an alien coming to take me home." A suspicious third onlooker said,
"An alien coming to take me home."
Again, that is very in character, so I am not surprised.
Well, it turns out it was just Kane flying somehow,
which kind of feels like bigger news than a UFO.
Bigger news than a UFO.
I guess to the me's that would be.
We asked residents for their reactions.
Oh, I can't be seen on TV.
Cutting away.
That's surprisingly good news.
Again, Pomni, that should not be surprising news, but thanks for watching. I'm Haley, and that was Me News for June 19th,
and that was Me News for June 19th, 2026.
Much appreciated. Anyways, back to our tour. If you keep continuing to the left, I do have another custom house, which is the clock tower for some of my original One Piece characters. Nothing too fancy. The clock tower is another item that is already existing as a design in the pallet house. I did add my own little twist to the clock house design. I did add my own entranceway with the little steps. I did add some shading to the clock itself, and I did add some fancy big windows to the sides of the building. I thought I'd add just a bit more dimension to what I was looking for this area. Also, I found out that there's a lot of cool little cutscenes for this spell in particular. Unfortunately, I haven't had too many of those yet, but I thought this probably is the best it's going to get for placing it in this area. So we're going to continue downwards. Nothing too crazy. I'm going to say that a lot in this video, which is probably not too surprising, but where I live in real life, we have a lot of windmills, so I wanted to incorporate that on my island the best I could. So we have some nature areas to kind of frame off and end this section of the island. Again, a lot of that dirt path and that gravel pathway. Again, more of those rocks. For my custom dirt pathways, I do have a separate pattern for the dirt with the rocks. I will show that later on in the video when we go into the pallet house to show off the custom houses. But I would 100% recommend this instead of using the rocks on their own. It definitely saves a lot of space when it comes to your decorating, because there is a limit if you didn't know. And unfortunately, I figured that out and had to level out my decorations a lot. We're going to continue going down, and this is another custom house. I know in a lot of the Pokemon games, you can find little Pokeballs with items in them, but this time, this house is going to be specifically for Oshawott. I thought the beach house layout was honestly such a cute idea, so this is her custom house. She is somewhere on the island. We'll find her eventually, but I thought this would be a cute little area for her. We are going to continue forward. Backdrop for this area is, of course, more mountains and sunflowers. We do, however, have another custom house. This is Totoro's house. Now, this house and custom tree was created using the bonsai item. I just used it and restamped it over again till I found a tree kind of silhouette I was happy with. Let's show you guys Totoro, why not? Let's see. His house isn't done quite yet. I'm still waiting for a foresty-themed decoration set, but...
Say,
you kind of got this pirate vibe going on today. I don't mind that at all.
I want to try living with Fire
No,
Fist
you
Ace.
don't want to try living with Ace. You enjoy living in your tree.
Well, I guess I'll give it up for...
Well, we'll leave you to it, Totoro. Totoro does have custom shirt pattern on, which I found just fits so perfectly. So that is Totoro. We are going to come down from this area now and start moving back to the right. Now, from this street on forward is all my shops and my very interesting treasure house. It does have, besides our fancy treasures, we have the treasure shop on this side. We also have the pallet house. Honestly, I love the colors of the pallet house. I find the colors just fit the vibe of my island so nicely. And I love the detail of being able to look in each of the shops. It's just such a nice detail, and I commend Nintendo for that. We do have the TNC Reno on this side of the street, and we also have the Right Price Pawn Shop. Again, I just love the designs they had with these buildings, especially with this one with the stained glass window. Honestly, it's just such a nice touch for some of these. We're going to continue forward, and we're going to find ourselves back in the main focal point area, which includes the wishing fountain. Again, this area goes back to the beach, but we are not going that way. We're going to continue this way. Ooh. Usopp, what are you up to? Well, Usopp has a thing for his bugs, so you know what? This is honestly in character, so I don't mind. That is Usopp. And we're gonna continue. Bye, Usopp. So on this stretch of the streets, we have the quick build. Honestly, again, I just love the details they included in these buildings. It just makes my heart so happy. We have the photography area. Again, look at the inside of these buildings. Like, look at that detail. We then have the Fresh Kingdom Food Mart on this side as well. And then just beside it, we have the Wear and Wear clothing shop. We're going to continue forward. We have my pool splash park. I think we need to help him first, though. Ooh. Tickle, tickle.
Ha ha ha.
Well, unfortunately, you are not the main focus of this video. We have to continue our tour. So this is my little pool splash area. We have the best I could, something that resembles a little pool. I thought the blue tile was a nice touch. You do unlock the blue tile eventually in the summer season. If we continue forward, I wanted more of a dark dirt path, so this is the dirt path that comes with the white tile around it. I will show it off very quickly. So this is the sand path, and to get a bit of a darker hue to that, you will be using that to get that differentiation. I also have the custom picnic blankets with the lounge chairs and the umbrellas. We don't talk about that house. That is Frankie's house, and he refuses to move in with the straw hats. And unfortunately, his house does not fit the vibe, so he is outcasted. We still have him though, but he stays over there. More of the string lights, ignoring Frankie's house. I had to use this archway. Honestly, it's such a cute item to have, especially with the little fish. I thought it'd be perfect for this area. We do have the afternoon market on this side. We do have one on the beach as well. However, unfortunately, I realized that you can't get more than one surprise mystery bag at nighttime, and only one shop works no matter how many you have. However, I still think it's a cute item to have nonetheless. It kind of matches that food stall vibe I wanted to have with the pool, because I feel like those two go hand in hand. Again, more of those custom billboard items. Oh look, it's me. Why is everybody so sad today though?
I'm suddenly craving a brownie.
Anyways, we're gonna continue going back around. We have more of the little benches, picnic tables, and umbrellas. This area is probably a work in progress, and I will update it here and there, but for now, I think it just adds a nice little touch of fun to the island. You're going to see a lot of small off to the side islands to add just a bit more fullness to the areas, because I don't like empty areas, so we do have a lot more of these little islands just to frame off and end off the island smoothly. We are going to come back this way. Oh, there's Nami. Let's show off her design real quick while we're here. Eventually, I'll be giving everybody their own custom shirts and costumes. However, I still have to get to that, but why not show off some while we have time? So this is Nami's, but we will be continuing forward. Going back down towards the beach, we do have the right pathway to take, so we'll be going this way instead. So this was the way with the Thousand Sunny, but now we'll be going this way. Now if we continue forward, this was what I was talking about before. This is my main afternoon market. This is the one I use pretty much all the time. This is the only area I'll use the barbed wire fence. Honestly, I used it for this area just because I felt like it fit the look of the afternoon market really well, and kind of separated it from the one up level with the grass and the trees. So we do have this small area. Again, nothing too crazy with the decorating. We do have a couple of standalone rocks with the tiny grass patch item. And again, more of those rock pathway custom designs. If we continue forward now, we do have my amazing digital circus home area on its own little island here. One of my favorite parts of this area is, in fact, the sun and the moon decorations. These are also custom designs, and the moon glows in the dark, which is honestly one of my favorite features about that item in particular. I also have these items here. These are also custom tent items. I've added them so that they help give off that tent look, where it's not just one, but a more of a bigger area, similar to the digital circus itself. We are going to continue forward. Again, lots and lots of trees, lots of sunflowers you're going to see throughout this island, and lots of areas separated with gravel and dirt. We are going to continue forward this way, and through this area you're going to come towards my restaurant area. This is an idea I've seen floating around a lot on the internet, so definitely not my original idea, but I think it just honestly it adds so much to this little area on its own. We have a little deck for seating, so all the meals can come sit and enjoy themselves if they're not eating in the restaurant or want to eat outside. And of course we have the inside of the restaurant. Again, you're probably going to hear this so many times, but I love and love how many details I added to this game. What are we talking about?
Oh, I meant to say earlier, your outfit's really cute. Is that look trending right now? It was a gift, so...
Oh, this conversation is going to get
I guess
so
I wouldn't
uncomfortable
know.
so fast.
Oh,
I just had a great idea. We should go do karaoke
after this.
He is going to...
Oh, sorry.
Steve, you are
I
not
don't
given a
sing.
chance, man.
Who
Who doesn't sing? Apparently Q doesn't sing. I'm going to leave you guys to that. Enjoy your lovely conversation. So we're going to come back down this way, leaving those two to their awkwardly amazing conversation. Now, one of my other favorite areas of this island we are going to continue forward, and this is my Minecraft themed area for my Minecraft characters. So far on my island, we have Steve, we have Hero Brian, Alex, Villager, and Zombie. Unfortunately, only Zombie and Steve live in this house currently. However, I will be working on moving everybody into this house so they can all be on their one little island. For this island, I use a lot of custom patterns. I'm sure you can see with the trees. We have the 3-dimensional grass blocks, a lot of poppies and dandelions. We also have the grass blocks, we have the short ones, and we have the tall ones. Also on the ground to add a bit of texture, we have the grass patterns. Honestly, I love this area so much. And again, we are using the mountains to frame off this area away from the rest of the island. I think one of my favorite things about this Minecraft house as well is I have added custom floors and wallpapers to this house. So it's definitely giving full Minecraft house vibes. A lot of questions I do get about my rooms is how I add my furniture with the custom wallpapers. So quickly, I am going to show you guys how to do that. We are going to go to the interiors. Let's use Steve's room, for example. So I want to use a different furniture. So we are going to use a plush room set furniture today. Pretty cute. I think Steve would like that, but he wants some different wallpapers. So we are going to do the oak wood floors as my wallpaper. And then for my flooring, we are going to add the cobblestone wall. And that is how you add custom flooring and wallpaper with the preset furnitures. Now we are going to go back this way.
My little darling human. Kane. Yeah.
Honestly, everybody is not getting along on my island. Oh, we have Sanji. Here is my Sanji me. Actually, best time to showcase one of my favorite Miis. This is my dog. She did take around, I think, 6 hours to fully complete, and she is fully hand-drawn. I do use a standard stylus to draw all my Miis, but this is Coco.
Haven't seen you in a little while, baby. Snort.
I love working on complex Miis, so honestly, she is still one of my favorites. Now let's see. Looks like we finished the main lower area of my island, so we're going to start going upwards. And straight from the fountain, we have, of course, the Ferris wheel. Now this Ferris wheel is on its own little island and surrounded by its own little, I guess, framework of the ocean to keep it nice and on its own little area. This area is surrounded by, again, lots and lots of bushes, lots of trees, lots of the little grass items, lots of standalone rocks, and behind it we do have more mountain items to kind of enclose this little area.
Snipper, Della Clever, Sam Plum, Gem Flippy, Doratical, yeah, Crab and Snap Elgo, Shorsty, yeah, Sanchafilla, Javel,
Crontiana Burburning.
I honestly love that they added this feature into the game. It's such just a perfect little touch of things here and there that definitely make the game feel so much cozier and lifelike.
Ew, Tindalonda. Pringle checks demand. Bro. Me. Baba Grackle.
We're gonna come away from the Ferris wheel now and let's take a left. is everybody so sad on my island? Actually, it is my ace me. He has his custom shirt as well. Let me just show off that real quick. Again, one of my favorite me's. I think he was my first I made in the demo. Oh. My sister is closely looking at Porpoise Ease.
You're too cool.
I guess we're all
Hey,
just
Pops.
goofy goobers. Here are some of my custom houses now, and this is my house for Bob. Here's a closer look at Usopp.
Whimper, Schmimper,
We're gonna come this way.
Shorty, yeah. Yes, Cerrone.
Again, everybody is so sad on my island. Why am I sad?
Ooh, Tindalonga.
Why am I sad? Please don't be sad. Here, go talk to Usopp. Oh.
Be friends.
Oh.
Whoa.
Whoa.
There's
That
not a
is
cloud
one
in the
clear
sky.
sky.
This makes me feel like something good's about to happen.
For someone that's always pretty negative,
That'd be nice if it
that
worked
is
out that
very nice of
way,
you to say,
but
Usopp. We will leave you to it. So a lot of these custom houses do have the string lights surrounding them and trying to hide them away using the trees. Nothing too fancy, but we also have the lattice fencing surrounding these houses trying to match colors. For this area, I really honestly had no idea what to put, so this is kind of just my plains area, my grass plains area. Unfortunately, I realized halfway through this game you do have a limit for what you can place for decorations, so this was the last area I had with my max limit spaced out. What's up, Alex? Honestly, trying to do a tour today and everybody is doing everything.
that cloud.
Oh, that cloud.
Well,
So this area is kind of just used to bridge off to more houses. Like I said before, unfortunately I still haven't moved a lot of characters into their respective houses. So this is Brook, Usopp, and Chopper's house. This is another custom house, kind of a bigger one to this one. I'd say more of an upgraded one, where I have added a bit more details like hanging plants and moss. To make this house, I also added 2 more of this house, but this house is a placeable item instead. So these 2 are a placeable item, and this is the main residence itself, to kind of give off the look of a bigger home. Oh.
Sorry.
Still so sad. Ace, how could you? Guys, there's too much drama. We are moving on. So we are moving forward. Another bigger house. This is Hero Brian's house. Again, nothing too fancy with the decorating. We just have a lot of those hedges, string lights, more of the custom designed mountain item. Again, like I said before, this is an item you can get already existing in the palette house. I just added a bit more shading to mine and had it on the biggest size setting. Oh look, there he is, the man himself. There he is. Now for this area behind my island and kind of behind my Ferris wheel, we have a lot of the mountains kind of framing the rest of this island to make sure that kind of the drop off and finish of the background isn't too harsh. Kind of make it seem like the island is a bit higher than what it is. We are going to continue going this way. Nothing too fancy. We have lots of just the sunflowers and more of the custom bushes and hedges. I'm not sure if I already mentioned this, but this custom pattern is created using the sauna, I think, fan. Yes. I think there's 3 of those bunched in there, and that's how I cut that little tree. Now, for another one of my favorite custom houses, we have Hal and Sophie's moving castle. This is where both of my Miis live together. Eventually, I'd like to make Markle and Heen. I think this build ended up taking on its own 8 hours. Hand-drawn again using a stylus. Your best friend for these kind of builds and the best advice I can give is using the layered settings, opacity lock, and the kind of the spread out brush. I will be showing that a bit later in the video so it can give you a better demonstration. But yes, one of my favorite builds by far. Definitely not spot on, but honestly, I think the kind of the chibi look matches the Mii's perfectly. And again, to fitting the theme of the movie, I wanted them to be in the mountains, so we do have their house in the mountains, surrounded by a few flowers here and there, like the sunflowers and the white tulips. We're gonna go back to the main area so we can go back the other way. So we're gonna take a walk back this way. Oh, looks like someone wants to play a game. Now, do we play a game or do we continue with the tour? Yeah, let's play a game.
Aw,
As long as
I've
it's not.
got some time to spare. Do you want to play no repeats with me?
I was gonna say, as long as it's not no repeats. I feel like embarrassing myself on camera.
No repeats. Food. Pain au chocolat.
Okay, let's see. Brain.
Frozen yogurt.
Muffin.
Roast turkey.
Roast turkey. Strawberry cookie.
Nachos.
Oh, nachos are great. Steak. When this has 3 meats, it
Salad.
gets aggressively fast. Melon slice.
Pesto pasta.
Pesto pasta. Donut.
Peanuts.
Nuts. Almond candy.
Death by chocolate.
How faster? Lay down.
Roast goose.
Hurry, we gotta go through.
Usopp, please.
Melon slice. Aw, melon slice is a repeat. Heh, that was fun.
That was stressful, Usopp. We are continuing with this tour now, because I've held off for too long. Okay. So we explored the right side of the neighborhoods, and we explored the Ferris wheel. So now we're going to continue on the left. Ooh. Again, so mirroring the other side, we have more of my custom houses. This is Villager's house, and then we also have Luigi's house. Eventually, I would like to make Luigi's mansion and draw that out for him, but for now, he is going to have to live with his spooky little furniture set. Again, we're just using some hedging. A lot of the houses sit on a platform of gravel and custom dirt paths. I will show later how I kind of got this texture, but for now we are going to continue with our tour. Now for this area I wanted something a little more cutesy, so we do have a little picnic area with a custom designed little basket. I think it works pretty well for this area and it adds just a little bit of extra cuteness. You can see the Howl's Moving Castle just in the background there, which honestly, I love this little point of view. We're going to continue forward though, and the next big house is my own Mii's home. This is my home here. I have given my little homestead a little fireplace, lots of sunflowers and hedges. Sunflowers are actually my favorite flower, so I feel like it fits pretty well. More mountains to kind of give a backdrop to these homes. And a little picnic area for Mii's to have their snacks and read books. We are going to continue going forward, and we have another house here. This is Alex's house until she moves into the Minecraft house. We have just a little bench here, and she has also her own little beach area. Everybody is so sad. Anyways, this is where I'll eventually be having a custom Going Merry home for the rest of my One Piece characters that unfortunately can't fit into the Thousand Sunny home, because there is a limit of 8 Mii's that can fit in one house, and unfortunately the Straw Hat crew has more than 8 members. So eventually that is something I will have to get started on. But for now, this is the last bit of my meat houses. And unfortunately, it looks like that is the last area of my island so far. So this was kind of the main look at my island. Let's take a look at my island through the island builder. So this is the regular view of my island. However, we are going to take a look at the top. Again, nothing is too symmetrical. I do try to keep something symmetrical, like the middle area with the fountain and my shopping district areas. But other than that, honestly, I find with the Nature Core Island, just kind of going with whatever looks the best in your opinion is the best way to go. Definitely a lot of the dirt paths and gravel paths, but again, using a lot of just the natural grass and clover pathways is what I found the best for what I'm going for. And we're going to take one more look. Ignoring Frankie's purple little box house though. So that does not fit the theme of my Nature Core Island until he moves into another house. But here is my island. And again, I'm going to show you my custom pathways. These are my custom pathways. We have blanket 1 and 2 for my picnic blankets. We also have the Minecraft blocks and my dirt pathways. And then for items, of course, we have my hedges, my signage, we have my garden lights, the mountains, we have small trees, we have the rock pathways, and all that fun stuff. Now, before we go, we're going to take a quick look at my palette house so I can show you guys my grid layouts for some of my custom builds. This is Howl's Moving Castle. Here is some of the details, a bit closer up. Now, as I mentioned before, your best friend is going to be, in my opinion, these brushes here. You're also going to use the layered option and lock transparency, kind of similar to when you lock a layer in Procreate if you draw digitally. That also does the same effect. So it keeps you coloring in the same areas. I'll give you a quick look here. See, this keeps you right in the area. But yes. Now I'll quickly show you the sizing I have. Howl's Moving Castle is the full size. I think that goes the same for my 1000 Centi as well. This one is also max size. And for my custom houses, this is the bigger cottage, which is this sizing here. And for my smaller houses, if you're looking for the same layout, this is the size of my houses. Now to show off that mountain that I've been getting a few questions on in some of my short videos I've been posting. And again, I want to thank you guys for the kindness and the support on those videos. It truly means a lot to me. So for my mountain, you're going to go to the pre-made stamps and just keep going all the way till the end where you have this one here. Now this one I have on max setting and max size, but for my mountain specifically, I did add a bit of shading. Nothing too crazy and nothing that is completely necessary if you don't feel like it, just I want to add a bit more here and there. And here is the sizing for my mountains. Again, full max size for full space capacity. Here is my garden lights. And let me show you guys the stamp I was talking about. So in the palette house, you have the ability to use some of your custom items as stamps. And thankfully, if you play enough games, you'll be able to unlock a lot of helpful items you can use in your own custom designs. For example, here is the light bulb I use for my string lights. And to get that lighting effect at nighttime, this is the setting I use. Here is my rock pathways that you saw pretty much scattered throughout my entire island. Honestly, this pathway is one of my absolute favorites. Here is Again, similar to the mountains, I added extra shading, but it is not needed or necessary. Here is the rock pattern you'll be using, which is already pre-existing in the palette house. And if you're looking for the same sizing, this is the size I do use. However, I do have a bigger version of this. Just kind of make it to whatever size fits your style and your theme. And finally, for my dirt with stone dirt path. So my dirt with stone path is basically just the rocks plastered on top of my already existing dirt path. But to give you guys a quick look at this pathway here, for my dirt pathway, I do use an already existing item. For this, I will be using the Martian stone. And I end up putting this to the max it can go, and I end up just playing around with the color settings to make it brighter and less saturated. And that is how I get most of my textures. And there we have it. Unfortunately, this does come to the end of my tour. I hope you guys enjoyed this tour thoroughly. And honestly, I love doing something a little different for this channel. If you guys would enjoy seeing more videos like this, definitely leave your recommendations or what you're wanting to see in the comments. I'll gladly take a look at those. I want to thank you guys again for watching this video and for all the kind, thoughtful comments you guys have been leaving on my shorts Tomodachi themed videos. Again, thank you all for watching, happy creating, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye!